Good evening, everyone. So we are already done with the things that we need for vocabulary development. So for now, I would just have a run through with our the importance of vocabulary development. Okay, so mag-go through muna tayo. So let's start. So number one, vocabulary development is use key thoughts, emotions, and those around us. Sometimes we could communicate successfully, but sometimes we are not using the right words to communicate with each other. However, with good vocabulary, things could be achieved. So, the last time, I have given you an assignment about the Tinalak Festival. I know some of you have commented on our messenger that you are struggling with your essay output. So my instruction there is you need to write 1,800 to 2,000 words based on any genre about the Tinalak Festival. You could write a journal, a diary, like what happened on the first day, on the second day, on the third day, so that you could prolong your essay, or you could write a wider selection or discussion about the essay. Also, not just that, you could also talk about the different experiences. For example, on paragraph one, what is an experience of a teenager on a Tinalak festival, an old person, those who are from the tribal community. So you could write any uh, point of view for the Tinalak festival. So also, there are some things that you could also discuss here. For example, the technicalities, the preparation, the budget. You could also say the positive side and the negative side of the budgeting for the Tinalak Festival. So any type of discussion will do. So if you have queries, please don't hesitate to ask me on uh, in refining your essay so that it would be a very, very good essay. Could be written fluently. So this is also one of the suggestion, the toolbox. So our toolbox is yung binigay ko sa inyo ng mga word definition. That is around 80 words. So you could juggle those words. You could really use those words to create your essay. So here are the example last time. So ways of strong vocabulary in writing will include being able to choose more descriptive words to help you what reader what envisions what you are describing. So na ano na ito ka last time na discuss na ito actually. So for now, for our new lesson for today, we would be talking about incorporating vocabulary in writing. So how would we incorporate your vocabulary in your writing? So ito siya, this is one of the tips that you would be using when you are writing your essays. So let us talk about this first. So teacher often want students to incorporate vocabulary in their writing. The whole purpose of vocabulary instruction is what? To increase or expand students' spoken or written vernacular. Ito siya. Some of us are not, so let's just say, from time to time, I've always said to you, diba na, there are things that wala ka, hindi mo to kayang ibigay. So, for example, uh, on your case, last time, my output for this, one of the output for this finals is what? To uh, create an essay. Uh, you all please remember that writing an essay is it's not just doing it in one sitting. You could not make a fully furnished essay if you would be doing it in one setting. You need to what? You need to have a trial and error. Dapat practice ng practice. Not just practice, but you could say that you could uh wow, you make of the first draft today. It is not really perfect kasi nga you need to what polish your writing because um you could not generate words naman kasi agad-agad, 'di ba? So that's why with the help of the words that I've given to you, yun siya yung maging parang bang stem ninyo so that you could write actually na mas maganda. We can use ask the student to use their vocabulary in sentence or in the stories that those are expected. So ito siya. So 'di ba pinapagawa ko kayo ng essay. And I am expecting you that please remember that the words that I have given to you, hindi those words are not what? Those words will not kill you. These words will what? Help you. These words are your what? Your guns, your firearms to create your essays. So don't see those words as parang my God, mahihirapan talaga ako magsulat ng essay kasi yung words na binigay ni ma'am walang klaro. Tapos sabi, 'di ba? May mga bagay doon na dapat sabi niyo parang hindi ko talaga kaya. So make sure that when you are writing, make sure that when you are writing, you use those words as your armor, not your poison. So let's look at the some traditional methods for helping students not just but also use them in writing context clues. So let's talk about word points. They are diamonds are relatively easy to write. So let's write the vocabulary word on the first line and the synonym and the antonym on the last line. For example, sepulcher. So what is sepulcher? What's the meaning of sepulcher? Diba? Sa first line, ano daw? It should be what? Antonym. Next, ano sunod? Paki-check kung ano ito, synonym o antonym. It is just what? Anong ginawa din sa kanya? Para lang, parang i-interchange lang. So, from sepulcher to gloomy, dark, gloomy, enshrining, mourning, honoring, grave, catacomb. So, you discover it ha. Discover nyo lang siya. So, for the next activity, tatry nyo ito. Resilient, adjusting, flexible. So, maghahanap kayo ng words na synonymous dito. But then, sa last part niya is, antonyms yung ilalagay nyo. So, practice lang. So, let's talk about rafts. Rafts are fun way to get students writing in different genres. If you have never, I think you have not, ako lang sa tingin ko hindi nyo pa na-encounter ang acronym na rafts. So, sa tingin nyo, sino naka-encounter sa inyo ng rafts? Good thing for those people that who have already encountered rafts, but I know some of you hindi nyo pa na ito na-encounter. So, for instance, a student may use a vocabulary word in this situation. So, tingnan natin kung paano siya gawin. Rafts is what? R is for role, A is for audience, F is for what? Format, T is for topics. So, ano yung gagawin nyo? So, bibigyan nyo ng role ang students nyo. For example, ang role ng student siya yung shark. Shark siya. Tapos, yung audience niya, o yung taong audience niya, yung receiver na kanyang gagawin is what? Fish of the sea. So, ano ang ipapagawa natin? Apology letter. 'Di ba? This is very funny because 'di ba, it will really tinkle the mind of your student kasi nga ang isang shark gagawa ng apology letter sa mga isda. O 'di ba? Funny siya actually. So the topic there, make sure that you have the parameters. Kasi nga, ano daw, ang gagawin ng shark, ang topic doon sa kanyang apology letter is, ano daw, magpapadala siya ng, condolence niya. Kasi, kinain niya yung, condolence for eating so many of their friends and plans to adopt a stringent vegetarian diet. Oh. So, 'di ba? Parang, ano kaya yung gagawin natin? So, as you can see for the example, condolence is parang may alam na kayo, 'di ba? You already have a background on condolence. But on stringent, ano kaya stringent? So, that's why, check yung vocabulary nyo, 'di ba? And you would see to it na may mga bagong words kayong in-incorporate doon sa lesson nyo kasi make sure that as future educators, dapat you have, sabi nga na, teacher should be the role model of the students. You should be the one to what? Want to help your student or make sure that the building blocks of vocabulary enhancement is there. So, gawa tayo ng maths. So, continue natin to tomorrow, but I would, tomorrow, I want you to be online ha, kasi magagawa tayo ng RAS bukas. So, this would be a graded recitation tomorrow. Make sure to, ano, make sure to prepare a funny, very creative raft. So, I'll make sure that